Reporting on a meeting of the Guyana Elections Commission, Gecom, on Tuesday, government-nominated Commissioner Says Gunraj told the newsroom that after participating in discussions on the other items on the agenda, when it was time to discuss the removal of key officials, opposition-nominated Commissioners Vincent Alexander and Trotman walked out of that meeting. That action disrupted the quorum that existed, forcing the Gecom chairman, Justice Retired Claudette Singh, to adjourn that meeting. This is not the first time that Justice Singh had to defer the discussions on the three motions by the government-nominated commissioners which are calling for the dismissal of Gecom's Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, the Deputy Chief Elections Officer Roxanne Myers, and the District 4 Returning Officer Claremont Mingo. Gunrad said the opposition commissioners have directly refused to participate in the discussion, amounting rejection to the calls for dismissal. Gunrad opined that everything was finally in place for the discussions to proceed. He now hopes that the Gecom chairman would convene another meeting soon to discuss the issue to finality.
This nation has waited very, very long and very, very patiently, and thankfully so, for a resolution of this issue. And the longer that we wait, the anxiety of the nation continues to prevail, and it seems as though we are suffering at the hands of these persons all over again.
Gunraj explained that the Constitution makes provision for Gecom meetings to go on in the absence of a quorum, and so he hopes the Gecom chair will use the options available to her.
That is why the Guyana Elections Commission is so unique in this regard. The Constitution provides that if, for whatever reason, there is no quorum at a duly called meeting, then the option is that that meeting can be called 2 days later at the same place and time. And whoever shows up, any 4 persons constitutes a quorum. So if the opposition commissioners decide that they don't want to participate at that time and do not show up, 4 persons constitute a quorum.
On June 1, 2021, a motion to immediately dismiss the embattled Chief Elections Officer was moved by Gunraj, while his colleague Commissioner Bibi Shadiq moved another motion to remove his deputy. The third motion, moved by Commissioner Manoj Narayan, seeks the immediate dismissal of Mingo. With the current makeup of the Commission, the success of these motions now rely essentially on the vote of the Gecom chairman. The motions were filed more than a year after the three, along with others, have been accused of attempts to thwart the results of the March 2, 2020 regional and general elections. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.